A wise man once said, achievement comes when you pursue what you want, and success happens when you are clear with what you want. Hello, friends, welcome back. You're with me on Be a Moon, Not a Star. As we all know that the emerging new technologies are changing the way people imagine the future. There was a competition in the 19th century for the new invention, airplane. Before we deep dive into it, it is important and relevant to know the five categories of population that falls across a bell curve. The innovators, the early adapters, the early majority, the late majority, and laggers. Among these five, 2.5% of population are innovators, as per the statistics. They are the small percent of population that challenges the rest of us to think and see of the world a little differently. When we look back the 19th century, Samuel Pierpont Langley was one of the best known persons in the field of astronomy. Like many other inventors of his days, he was attempting to build the world's first heavier air-flying machine. His goal was to be the first to design machine-powered controlled manned flight. The bright side was Langley had all the required elements such as funds, resources, and most of all the brilliant minded people in his dream team. He also had a bold goal. Still, the team has faced shortfalls, as they didn't have a clear sense of why. His commitment for building the flying machine was defined in terms of what he was doing and what he could get. More than anything else, he wanted to be the first, and he wanted to be famous like Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. That was his only driving motivation. On the other end, Wright brothers were also committed in structuring a flying machine. Unlike Langley, they didn't have the recipe for success. Worse, they seemed to have the formula for failure. Also, there was no fund for their mission. The proof of their commitment was self evident, and the clear sense of why inspired the people in the community to join them. The team was so inspired that no matter how hard setback they suffered, they would show up for more. What the Wright brothers were doing wasn't anything different from Langley or all the other inventors who were building the flying machines. But they had something special. Well, for Wright brothers, it is not just what they design, but why it is important to design the flying machine, and believed greatly that if they could figure that out, it would change the world. The bottom line is Samuel Pierpont Langley and Wright brothers were committed in building the same invention. Both are intensively technical intellects, also had strong work ethics. But the only difference is Langley and team were motivated by what they do, and Wright brothers were motivated by why they do. Friends, we can achieve more than we expect when we remind ourselves to start with why. Rather asking what I do, how I do, try asking yourself why I do. And I strongly believe that the Wright brothers' clear sense of why would be one of the epic testimonials that brought them success. And always remember that historic achievements like this have happened when motivated by why. Friends, if this video inspired you, please pass it on to someone you want to inspire. We'll see you there in another video 2 weeks from now. Until then, I am Prakash, signing off.